Welcome to the tutorial in using Google Docs. Here I am on the Google homepage and I've already signed in today. To find your documents, it's now under Google Drive. So click on Drive. If you can't see Drive along the top in your shortcuts, click on More. It'll be in there. So these are the Google documents I already have, but I'm going to create a new one today. I click Create, and I think I'll just use a document. And a document opens. I can add some text. Of course, I can format the text. Bold, italics, font. I'll pick Comic Sans. Okay, I'm sure you get the idea how to format this document. Now the beauty of Google Docs is that you can share it and have other students working on it at the same time. So let's go and click Share. And it asks you to give it a name. Save. And then here's the link that I can paste into my wiki or blog for my students to directly access it. But if you want to keep it private so that students need to log in to use it, you'll need to sign up with their email accounts. For example, studentroomxyz2010@gmail.com. You can also search through your contacts. I can add a message if I like. Now, right down the bottom here, I can change the permissions. So if I click on Change, now my editors are allowed to add people and change permissions at the moment. Not sure if I want my students adding students from other classes to this document. So I'm going to have that only the owner can change permissions. And save. And then share and save. And you'll see that Student Room XYZ 2010 has been added to this document. Done. Okay, so the document is now being accessed by Room XYZ and they are editing. So if you just watch what's going on. You can see that as they're typing, it's being highlighted by pink, and then if I start typing, on their screen, another colour is being highlighted as I type. Okay, so that means you can work collaboratively on this, so two or several people can be accessing it at the same time. Now, one of the highlights of working collaboratively in Google Docs is that you can add comments. So I can highlight my typo here and click Insert, Comment. I could also use the comment icon on the toolbar there, and I can add a comment. Of course, you'll put more meaningful comments in, and click Comment. And there it is. Okay, I've switched users to show you that I'm now logged on as Room XYZ with the name Miss Cable. I can edit my comment, delete my comment, and I can also reply to myself. Once the issue is resolved, resolve. Well, that's sort of the ins and outs of Google Drive, or Google Docs if you'd like to call it that. All the other features that you can see there are the simple word processing features that I'm sure you already know how to use. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy working collaboratively with your students in Google Docs.